Hi, I'm Bill Ritchie. I got another order for a WeeWoodie Rembrandt Press. This one is going to Singapore. Did you know that when I make these WeeWoodies, they come from Rick Miller, who builds all the wood parts with his CNC router, and then I take them all apart again. And I mark the parts with their names so that the person who receives them, they come in this beautiful bag made by Ritchie. So that when the person receives them, they have some idea, in addition to the directions in the comic book, as to how to put them back, put it back together. But this time I thought I'd take it one step further and go over some of the ways to print with it. I've covered it in some other videos, but I want to do a little bit better job and show how to use these felts and how to print with the bed. But before I do that, I want to go over a little bit of the history of the WeeWoodie Rembrandt Press. I made a composite of some of the presses that the WeeWoodie was copied from. This one is in the Netherlands at the Rembrandt Museum. This one's in a museum in Spain, and this one is online from Poland, where they make replica 17th century presses. The WeeWoodie Rembrandt Press is designed to be used both as a relief printing press for a relief plate like this that comes with the press, pre-cut, and fits into this tray, or as a intaglio printing press, so you turn the press over for a flat side, or any kind of plate you want to put in there. So plates can be anything from 3 3/8 inches wide up to maybe 7 or 8 inches long. The papers for the press can be virtually anything. They should be 3 3/8 inches wide this way, and I like, for this particular plate, 5 inches long this way. Presses that are adjustable come with pressure screws and that type of thing. Of course, the WeeWoodie is a simpler press since it was designed in the 17th century. So instead of using pressure screws, we add blankets to get the pressure. These are the felt blankets that come with the press, the traditional sizing catcher, and the cushion blanket. Along with that comes a vinyl pad, which gives a grip to the wheel, so that when you pull through, it pulls the bed through. And sometimes it's best to try to use two hands when you're printing, one to turn the wheel and the other to make sure that the bed is really moving along. And this also helps to have a gripper pad underneath the press itself, so it doesn't slide around on the table. So this is the usual order of things. The plate, which of course is probably inked, unless you're doing an embossing, is placed in the tray. The paper, your choice of paper, on that. Then the sizing catcher. And remember, there are many variations. This is not all a hard and fast rule. There is no best way to do it. Printmaking is characterized by a great deal of inventiveness and creativity. The cushion blanket is on, and then the gripper pad. And I'm going to use my hand to be sure that the bed is really moving. I can see it's moving just fine now. And when you come to the plate, since this particular relief plate is a little higher, you can really feel the pressure. I'm going to run it back through. Now I think I was a little too close to one end, so it may not. I may not have printed the last end of it, the following end. And as I said, it wasn't inked, but it's an embossed print instead. And so I didn't get all the way to the end because my blankets weren't positioned correctly. But that gives you the idea. Sometimes you don't want embossing, so then instead of felts, instead of fabrics, you use some pieces of mat board cut to the same width as the bed, 3 3/8 inches. It's just enough pressure to print. And if it isn't enough pressure to print, and the print comes out too light, then you add another piece of paper or a piece of thinner mat board. And that's how you adjust pressure on a WeeWoodie Rembrandt Press, by adding felts, by adding pieces of paper and so forth to get the right pressure, depending on what kind of print you're doing. Thanks for watching this. I'm Bill Ritchie.